And again, we have a bit of light catching this part of the leaf. The leaf is both bright but also chalky. I'm going to put the bit of green there, and then I'm going to try my lemon yellow again. I'm grabbing a bit of yellow. And I find that a little bit too heavy in the middle, so I'm just pushing back into the middle with a bit of green to thin out the middle of the leaf. There we go, I'm happy with that. And it looks to me like a little stem bit. It's very burnt sienna mixed with a bit of black. It sort of just tucks in underneath here. There we go. Alright, next leaf. This one's a very dark leaf, so a good chunk of this straight black will do the job. Bring it right up to where you think you need it. Down to the end of the leaf. Okay, by the way, while I'm sitting here, only a few centimetres away from this candle, it is official. There is no better candle than this Fruit Loops candle. It is official. It is amazing. Amazing. I think I want to get one for everyone I know. If you don't have this candle, you need to have this candle. If you don't like Fruit Loops, you won't like this candle. But who doesn't like Fruit Loops? Who are you if you don't like Fruit Loops? Everyone loves Fruit Loops. Oh, I was a Rice Bubbles girl as a kid. That's why I've been coined the Ricey Kid on many occasions by Rex and Cherie Alderton. You may remember them. They were our circuit overseers at the time. And they used to come stay with us, and I think I just used to sit in the kitchen bench and eat Rice Bubbles all the time. I'm pretty sure I was eating Rice Bubbles when I met them, and I used to have a bit of, I think, was it white sugar, Mum? Used to put white sugar on it for me because it wasn't sweet enough, because I liked Fruit Loops, but Fruit Loops were expensive and I didn't always love Fruit Loops. But I really loved Rice Bubbles, so a little bit of sugar on my Rice Bubbles, and actually I'm just going to stop. So while I'm mixing a lighter version, because we've got a very bright part of the green in this leaf, I'm mixing yellow and the olivey green that I made up, but I'm also adding yellow ochre, because as I placed the paint on the canvas, I saw that it looked very blue. So I really want to warm up this colour and brighten it. So I'm adding the lemon yellow and I'm adding the ochre to the green that's already there. Hopefully, yes, there we go. That gives us a nice bright, almost translucent feel to this colour. So yeah, so Rex and Cherie Alderton, they were lovely. They were almost part of the furniture growing up. I absolutely loved having them around. And we had some very special memories with them. So yes, they are the reason I have got the nickname the Ricey Kid. Even at my sister's wedding, I hadn't seen them for a very, very long time. And I'm walking up the aisle because I was a bridesmaid for my sister. And I hear, the Ricey Kid, the Ricey Kid. And I whip around, and there they are. Hadn't seen them for a very long time, so it was a lovely surprise. Didn't realise they were coming. And they're lovely people. Absolutely beautiful people. Alright, so I'm mixing a little bit of this olive into this light sort of appley green that I've made, and I'm using that colour. I'm moving my brush around in little circles and then wiping it up and down to sort of show how you can blend this. And don't forget to wipe the paint off your brush when you're picking up the paint so that you don't destroy the colours that you've put in place on your canvas. Because we've got a very quick value change here. Again, I want to check that I've got that value change correct. I want to check I've got it right. So again, we just go to photo, and then I'll move it across to mono. And you can see here it's lighter, there it's darker. In actual fact, it's green and it's brown, but you can see that value change. That's exactly what we want. Alright, and then on the other side, we've got a colour that's sort of in between the olive and the brown. It's very, very dark green. So I'm picking up a bit of my green paint and putting it next to this dark colour we've made, mixing it in. I'm going to push this lower value all the way up. And I want it to meet up with this here. And I'm using lots of little strokes so I can control my colour, my placement of the colour, and I can assist blending where it's needed. So all this section's quite dark. Okay, and then there's a little corner where there's almost like a little ray of light just beaming through the side, through the leaf. Okay, now when I look at that, the colour looks right. However, having a bit of a step back and looking at it, I find the colours too solid. I find them too bright. There's too much lemon yellow in this one in comparison to the yellow of, or the mustard of the pear. And I don't like how bright that is, because although that's what's on our reference image, I don't want my eye to be drawn to that on this particular painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of white onto that, and I'm going to mute it. And what I mean by mute is I mean make it a bit more chalky. So white is very chalky. And when you add white to anything, you lose its body, you lose its strength. So what I'm hoping is that bit of white that I put in here is just going to tone it down a notch. I'm also going to add a bit more green, because I've just put my white down. If I put my green over top, it might just say shh. Working, but not as well as I'd like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this lower value in the picture. Don't forget to wipe your brush before you do. I'm going to pull that through further. I'm going to make that shadow not change so quickly, because I just want this part of the leaf to just tone down a little bit, just calm down a bit. And there we go. So we still have that bright, almost translucent feel. However, having pulled this shadow further through, which now I need to darken a little, now that we've pulled it through further, it's just toned that whole leaf down a little. Don't forget that the darker colour you have next to a light colour, the brighter the light colour is going to look. So just think about your value scale. How high on the value scale do you really need to go? Now we want it to look almost see-through in the middle there where the light is touching the veins of the leaf. So I'm going to make this lemon yellow again. I'm going to make a little bit more toward the yellow side. I'll pull that up through here. And I'm just going to very crudely add these veins, and then I'm just going to blend them right out. Because I don't want them to stand out. I really just want them to sink back. Okay. Try not to pull your paint off your leaf, like what I've just done. And don't forget to push back this line that we've made. Oh, that was the wrong colour. Doesn't need to be too bright. Bright enough to give a bit of definition. Okay. Now let's check what that looks like on our value scale. No. It's very bright. Could be a little duller, and you can fix that by adding a bit of green, a bit more of the olive. Just aim for that olive in the middle there. Actually, on closer inspection, it appears there's a sort of darker line through here too, so I'm just going to add that in there. That looks miles better. Alright, stem. Sort of this yellowy limey colour. Add that in through there. Green. And I'm using the olive as the lower value for this. Maybe a tiny bit of brown. Okay. I want to add a little shadow on that stem, so I just took the edge of my brush in the black, the homemade black. Added a little shadow there. Alright, this is the brightest stem, and I'm adding a bit of yellow ochre with a bit of yellow. I'm just going to go straight on here, that yellow ochre, and move it through to a lemon yellow, a bit of white and yellow. And then it quite quickly goes to green, so I've got the lemon yellow and the green on my brush. And I'm moving them through together. And yes, underneath it's all green. I haven't quite got the right brush for this. I really should be using a thinner brush, but it requires me standing up and walking back to my studio. So for now I'll give it a miss. I might come back and fix it up later with a smaller brush. But I don't really want to get too in detail. I just want to make sure I've got the right colours in the right place. I'm just going to go back and just touch that up with a bit more ochre. Pull that through. Another thing I was always taught at school was to never ever mix your colours on your canvas. This so far has not worked for me. In terms of this advice, has not worked for me. I haven't had any problems mixing my colours as I go. Obviously, when it comes to these kinds of colours that I've got on my palette, no, I don't really want to mix those on my palette, but there are times that you need to mix as you go. And that's fine. Alright, so I'm coming back now to the next leaf. A solid dark green in there, so I'm actually just going to start with the Homemade Black, the neutral, it's actually called. Pull this through. Okay, and then I'm going to get my darker olive, start pushing that right up until to the darkest part of my leaf there, because I still want to be able to show people that it is green even though there's deep shadow in there.